muna so mu sake jin muryar ka kuma da tun ka tuna shi abubuwan da ka sa bisa faɗa mana mu ji daga ruwan ka mai sarki da muna cikin ta. Musu kada ka sa su wuce mana ba, ma ka taimake mu zama masu aikatawa da masu ci kawai. Sunan Yesu Kristi Ubangijinmu da macetonmu. Our text ko karatu mu yana nan a cikin inda kuke karatu ba. Isaiah, we are doing a series, the book of Isaiah chapter 53. Sura 53 ta littafin Ishaya. Ina samu yi karatu kun san wannan wuri shine muna dubbini a kai. It's where we're now taking our series next. So we're still there. We're focusing on one of the verses, and man will be doing a favor to that. And we're done with that series of chapter 53, verse number 1 to 7. Looking at God, what it takes for God to bring about the peace of the world. Din da ya kai Allah da samun salama na duniya nan shine muna lura da shi a cikin wannan wuri. Zan yi karatu daga ayan nan da mun saba yi, aya 1 zuwa 7. I'm reading the same text, the same verses. Reading from the English Standard Version. A cikin Turanci yana cewa, who has believed what they had from us? And to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? For he grew up before him like a young plant, and like a root out of dry ground. He had no form or majesty that we should look at him, and no beauty that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and as one from whom men hid their faces. He was despised, and we esteem him not. Surely he has bore our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we esteem him stricken, smitten by God, and afflicted. Verse 5, where we shall be focusing today. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the chastisement that brought us peace, and with his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray, we have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed, and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. Like a lamb that is led to the slaughter, and like a sheep that before its shearers is silent, so he opened not his mouth. This is the word of the Lord. Indaleti da mpai zoom na to the taboy kung to the pulpo iya rachi mai kan duru ko izavo inam wata ka shishe kan te kan pa bidda ya pizza inam wata ka shishe kan ya te kan bidda. And that is what actually it costs God for the peace of the world. Let us not forget that when we talk about the world, remember we are talking about humanity. We are not talking about the planets. No, we are talking about humanity. So, having dealt with verse number 7 and number 3, these two verses, we'll be focusing on the verse number 5 today, where we'll give way for this series in Isaiah. There are key words in the book of Isaiah that I want us to set our eyes and our hearts on. Akwai muhimmin kalmomi ne a cikin wannan aya ta 5 wanda za mu sa hankulan mu. Aga kullum nan na rona ka ta duk da malko ina ganin ko. Ba makan lana kete. Ala ko mandem kana ko vaccine. Anna kinum kana ka. Mana bangana. Jadi ta malana 4 atau inga kibong ifo manu mchote manu mana ka kul mai ka kul ingai kibong yi kam reasel ban hawan mai panai wol ko pun te kan kan iro man de mala ko uzaba wati fu zanin da bakta ta pe dum fu zawata da she daga kulko na ni ya ka sau bara ya wa ba mala ko unin kan na ka sau zai aya ko anyam da ko nyam tanunim sama ka nyam tanunim ka sau fu na ta ko da ya ku zaka shi te kan ta nam nin ka tu zai a shi zira nin dubo inan kita anim wa yesu zai ya ta sa ta kulko na mai ne ya kan te kan kinan iya kai te kan sun ko wani kama ko kai kat ishi nam lai ka la ko oram te kan bin anyam ko iram te kan owani iram te kan ishi. Okay, so you now see that Christ who came, God himself in human form, he experienced so many things. That is, he was pierced, he was crushed, he was chastised. All of this is because of our transgression. It's because of our iniquities. And all of this we know. For the peace of the world. The peace we're now experiencing or enjoying from God the Father and fellow human beings. We are experiencing this because Christ denied his self-recognition as God, his identity as the all-powerful, almighty, with his own authority, that he denied himself of this. And so the Bible has it that he was polluted because a Jew like him, he was supposed to be a sacred person, but the way he was being maltreated and being handled by the Jews brought about his defilement. He was profound, being in the image of man. Therefore, if we will have to experience peace, we also have to do what? To deny ourselves identity. Whoever you are. Nandan te ilachit. But I appeal with Yesu. Who way nan? Tiyam uzalim taba. Atam na. Mafia na. The Kulaman Kunum Gata to his circuit. The Mato is a question Yamayawa Kaya who priest can find animal work. Kaya Punum Gata, don't know Saka Punum Gala. This is the cinema with that. Taking away super zone that Pelaw, who Chunchuni, the man in Pela protection, Zaman, the Pulizada, the Pulpana to become Kamaya. Kapun to become come. The Amadako, my Ivain, Kama Pierre could number my Yesua. Kama Pierre could number Mana Bungana, Mayakana, Animajakana, Kapuya Pocket, Kapulpu, Kapuni. Yana makan mutika kami kung dapat malu ini apa kami hanya mutan ni mutit engkau mutit kapul penau kakek dan susun tinggo cak kami namnati nani yang muni nanatu Yesu zaya akan sat kapul yang mufata kapul yang mufata nanatu zaya akan sat zaya manam kana berjakshin anu mafia kana kapul yang roket kapul pana iyairi tana rai baba ya tamsin ko wani kan fiyanci wani tana rai baba kapan baba zai akan nambang bangkat ba mana nang usan nang nambang bang zai nambang bang kapul pana Indonesia dia itu dikangkang isu-isu kina kapul pana ya itu dikangkang isu-isu wani kapul nambang bang tu zai aje anak kaya aku bukan dak capuan putih nanya rakan sakacit tu wai to gitu anak macam tu gua iso kenapa tak kau yang berikan kaya mabukat So do not forget, as I said earlier, he took upon himself everything for no reason, but because of our rebelliousness, because of our wickedness, because of our faithlessness, because of our apostasy, because we have defected, because of our separation with God, and because of our inability to tolerate things and issues. All of this, Jesus has paid it for us to be a people of peace. It took him these pains that he went through, spitting on him, provoking him with words, slapping and pushing him, costing him the way we are not supposed to be, and all of them. When you look now, I am able to take the shoe with that who are here. Now, make a book and Namla, tell them Namla, you can't go about Namla, don't really allow it, will have a cap. Tell them the job, okay, well, Bagara, in now isn't wrong with without it. And that was what happened with the Lord Jesus Christ. The Umma to make up the should share no matter. But Chuch là bố quan ngoan cả bố là bố quan mà đâu sớm cái con món là ba cái là anh nhớ bên nằm là thằng là thằng rùa anh đã kêu gái dân rùa cái chuyện đắc chẳng bắt chana vì sự what cái chuyện cái cuối cùng thì bị căng căng này mà bố phụ đồng thì bị căng căng cái bên này rùa chỉ là mặt phụ nữ aman ku mereka ni ku ni lain dapat usaha lain kok mana mereka berreaksi itu sebuah hal yang okay now asal pak create some rocket and the problem we have the put people missing rocket nana itu missing rocket nana tu orang kan nak ayaket the put me kami namboy ke mana namboy ke ni kami nak ayaket pun boy ayaket. Kami salah lebih pandai tak boleh dia. Kami bukan mengusah kehidupan normal. So kada kumanta almasihu yayi wannan shine muna cin moriyarsa. Ya wuce cikin zafi ko saboda daga lagata ko saraki ruwa. Don kusa da garwa ko katu da yi ruwa na da kurba da garwa ko nan maron ruwa ne ke. Bagara. Kada mu ce mun sa sabe domin mu ne mu ci moriya. Because Christ passed through pains for us now to be beneficiaries. And that is why we are living happily. And we are the chosen one of God. And you have freedom. Salama. Salama. The kasamu. Salama. The kinsamu. Even if it is not Christ that we are thinking of, that Christ is God. And God is God. Let us think of men that have lived and have served our domains, our communities, that deny themselves all forms of enjoyment. And that is what we are benefiting of it today. Is it not true? Oh, my friends, I'm going to go for a while. I'm going to go to the tu wa bu ni ke ko ali wa ke ke ha bayo ko to nang i binche ha idin zun kunche ha iwa chemba iwa isunche iwa yanche sun sha wahala tukuna mun zama wani abu yau shine muna ci dare shi. And so for us now that we are living and we are proud of who we are, people suffer, and that was what took Christ, God himself, to suffer for us to be who we are today. Baba yani yami, puna yani yami. Tema ke yani yabu ko kulpa no ndo ase cham. Aya ko madam shibu kete ka ko mu yani mo to na ngumana. Mo fa no ngwan dum tungo na obo yo ni ngene. Ka pani shita wala me dawo. Until you are handled the way you will be handled for your family to enjoy you as a husband. And for you to be enjoyed like a mother, and for your children to know that we have a mother, you have to be trained in the hard way. Christ went through these pains. That is why we are rejoicing. And therefore, dole mu ma mu yadda domin salama ya kasance. Mun fa man tat da ba ku mu chata sai o cin wa ga yi fi wa yi sukan bani. Everyone, let us take note of it. Many of us have gone astray. Da kamata mun sani ya'yan mu sun kauce amma almasihu bai yashe su ba. Mo fo ba mo ma cin ko le ko zo re to ra mo so. O wo so. O re ku da ban min no ga. We yesu ya mun nun ga. Bai nan ba ro me ci. Ku yin wa ta ba me la da bana ki se. Look for that child. Look for a child. You who are thinking and desiring to run away from your parents, better think twice. Go to your parents and tell them, I'm ready to face it. Christ was ready to face it and he faced it. That is why we are enjoying peace now. Yes, but see, we are here. There's something there. Who said me? I was talking the other time, I said, Christ wept. He knelt. When he knelt down and he wept, he said, Father, it is not my own will, but let your will be done. When he saw suffering ahead of him, he saw that. You need to do same with your daughter. You need to do same with your father. You need to do same with your mother. Amal bilim na kovani ila banya ba maru yenchila mte mini solana la ro bam karachwana ka kun timi kan kan yana ta ranga ba ukantara wa te burina ta ma ko no puriye kula bi dinaya na mani ban rewi yen kan zon akum wa da alinen asa ba kuyin ka kulba uya ni sin ro man ka kan bum ngata ka kulba uya ta yego because Christ did that for you and me. Yadwa some of you are not doing Judah. Who will do it? And some of you are fed up with your husbands. Overall, I'm watching here. Can't be forgotten me to come find out my God. Ni pangata amata ko ro ba ta mo ba ke ni ra ka ko maro ba ka. Oro la ti pai. Pa maro fa ta pa ka pa yi bi ya ka kan bal ka ni ji. Pa kan kwa ta ke. Domin an sa ku cikin damuwa baka dole domin salama yaran nan mu yi menene mu sha wahala mu yadda muna jin wannan zafi ba za ki ci ba ba za ki sha ba a kansu domin menene gaban su an ce their peace is your own peace aya ku mu ta kan rai da wasu ta tara wa kan domin ga lafiya adin ku kuma wacce da balasara biye cara aga cikin wata mai wara din gona ba tara ku yaya wen gwana ku ga tuma ni ku tara ku mu abu ma ga shin bin da mu cika ma wara din ku kuma ya so idan baka nema zaman salaman nan ba shi yasa almasihu ya nema zaman salaman mu bayan da ya riga ya mutu shekaru 100 dubu amma har yanzu muna fahariya domin mu masu salama ne domin yayi aiki domin salamar mu the work for our peace and that is why we boast. We are proud of being who we are because he has done it. Remember, where there is no pain, there will be no perfect peace for the human race. Where there is no pain, there will be no and never perfect peace for human beings. Aya apa mung yakat, tetapi kakak yakat, rego yakat, mung nebakan tetapi kakak, mung nebakan rego. Aya ini pula udom mung kat, udom rego udom nisendai yakat, tetapi kakak yakat. Kekulu nenggang ini cuwe bakan sur. Daya kusi bakan surat ini nongatakan mung nebakan itu nanakan. Ni per mayon nempat cak kepulpa ini macam. Ba afa kai ya fa mayon munga to kankan. Will you be reckoned with being a peacemaker? that you will accept and agree. Only orote chimo wana sike ke bodo la ko ke na ba ko ne la ba ya namba a ce musu da ga sha class din la ba le ma yi da ga sha class din la ba da la ko ke dan na ta ne fa da ga sha class ne ba ga mun ni wa ka ne ba la break ne ba da ga but what happened was in that class, and those people that were staying away from them, move at the sharp class and come on my ship or Maganga, she could go. The cool man with the sharp class, but Lavando Sugar, the come about the Manama, the cat. I mean, yeah, about the Raka Palapench and the sharp class. Tito, my uncle Palapench, the Palatino, is a lucky to Caltaro, only to rule and make you one little tap. On the van, children laugh from that was a little fan that I was running away because I don't want pains. I don't want discomfort. I don't want frustration and humiliation. But was I free? You need to do what? To be accommodative. I'm about here on the guy who can carry back. I feel like if I'm like or let us be patient. We will do this and we will be peacemakers. That God will say, my daughter, you're welcome. Because somebody will learn of you. Mani munimro, la bere akwam. Aya ko ne mata ko kaya ko mami na ti fa nda henu nge. But o cheifa. Amari this is a life story. But Baba say anam mufade wani apo zama kamanta studio ba. Uchamba ruyenwe wa kamambia. Ile kule ile taifa tira ngale wachi. Ikiwopo baki zote ngashukura nishike na baki tashi. Atira chata na mepande toka. Amoni yabeli farwa. This man could go looking for the wife. Ndara male palpado ngoko. Iga aga wachi tuko ngwanza. They are Maya, Yang, or Babasha to go, and you know, this man lived with the wife. Hatta the Shia visitor. Tapita always she down. He accommodated it, he tolerated it, he was patient with it, and he kept on in. Get this later. Well. Yanwa muyada mushiga cikin zafi rayin mankan lakaiwa rayin mankan infection ba maka nan kai ba ma na kai nan ka kutakat kama zai kuma kuyen ko takara mankan na ka kuli na yin ga bani mako iyan ba mabutan na mawa iyan funin latan na mabukat if I did not love so but what God knows you to be is what you are. And whatever people might rate you, do not forget that God has a rating point of who you are to deal with Him. And therefore, strive for the peace of the world, because God has given you a responsibility. Like Jeremiah was called to take the message of destroying and building, of uprooting and planting. And it's the same that you would do in the life of someone. The Kuliva River Manabutan Manabu planning. Melko, no one at the Shibun. The Pulpanet to become Kaman Mataya. The Pulpanet to become Kaman Bintaya. Kuchi, Semi Yada. Why I have the man to say, on the room of the break, Mandapa Mago. The Kulina Puyo, something to show the Vana, I wouldn't have to Nakat. Tika Mulita. Ah? Ita Naro. The Mila of Break. In a year, but in Kadu, Mamma Kanaya, who might have checked out what you have. I have been where you are. You have a shot time by there. So, then what? I hope our sins will help us to be deliberate, to place the foolish life. We play a foolish life. And we live the way that Jesus lived. As he was despised and rejected, he accepted it. That we might be willing to experience pains, the willingness. I therefore be ready and be willing that I will live and experience pains. I will live and experience humiliation and frustration, hatred, rejection, all form of despise. That is only, but that I will live for the peace of others. If you will not be at peace with me, with one person, that environment will not be in peace, because you will be a catalyst that will bring that problem. And therefore there is need for the peace of these people. And what I need to do is to let peace reign between me and this my enemy, so that these people will also be at peace. It's not for me. You need peace, and so they need peace. So come Friday, come Saturday, and get to listen to the preacher. Come, you will listen to the preacher, and you will come and see him and hear him. Come, you will hear him. Then one, the dunia mu tazama cikin salama. Abin da ya dauki Allah mu da iko domin mu samu salama. Bari mu yi kokari mu mika kanmu mu yi wannan rayuwa domin duniyar mu ta zama cikin salama. Dan gice albarkace. Almighty Father, we thank you for this series. We thank you for the series in Isaiah 53. That Father, in human form, you could not respond and open your mouth to all forms of maltreatment that were emitted on you. Also, Lord, you accepted the despising, the rejection that were done on you. And we also see you went through pains. Pains you passed through for the peace of the world. We pray that you will help us. That, oh Lord God, for the fact that we are human, you will give us your grace. You will favor us. You will increase our faith in you. You will draw us closer to you. And as we will strive for the peace of one another, let us be foolish. Let us accept rejection. Let us agree and be willing to pass through pains. If you will not help us, we will not be able to stand all of this, and there will be no peace. That we will be cheated and we will tolerate it. Father, please help. Almighty Father, help. Thank you for listening to us. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. To, za mu ci gaba